My God, what's she up to now? It's not winter.
People ask me if you can actually build a life somewhere from scratch. A country, new language, new everything, after 60. I didn't know the answer when I moved here.
This should be interesting.
I think I do now. I think I'd been looking for a place that felt like home for quite a while. I had always wanted to try an industrial loft, so I got rid of my home in suburbia, and I got a loft in downtown San Diego, the gas lamp area. Something that I could make my own. Loud and bright and always something happening. I really liked it. For a few years, I genuinely liked it. Made a bunch of memories there. And then I moved back to the suburbs, and I told myself that that was fine, that was enough, and that I was going to make it work, that I was going to grow old there. I regret nothing, but I up and left again. Then I decided to move to the Czech Republic. The obvious choice was Prague.
Don't all Americans end up there?
I thought about it seriously. There's family there. It's international. Everyone would have understood it. But we kept coming back to Brno. Smaller, quieter, but with a city center we could walk to and forests I could disappear into in 20 minutes later. We wanted both. We didn't want to choose. And I'm not sure I could have explained that at the time. We loved Prague, but we just knew that Prague wasn't it for us, not at this stage of our lives. You see, I have a forest. I know how that sounds, but I mean it literally. There's a forest near where I live, and I walk in it, and at some point, I'm not sure exactly when, it became mine. Not legally, obviously, but in the way that places become yours when you keep returning to them and they keep being exactly what you needed. And I didn't share it with my friend from America when she came to visit. I don't know why. And that's the whole point of this whole story, I guess. I found it by accident. Everyone else knew it was there. I wasn't looking for a forest. I was looking for, I don't know, air, a reason to put my coat on, and I walked further than I meant to when I arrived. And there it was. There's a restaurant inside, Sherwood, which is an interesting name for a restaurant in a Czech forest, but I've stopped questioning things like that. I've been here in winter when it snows, and it snows properly here. Sometimes, the way it doesn't always anymore. And I've been here in spring when everything is coming back and it looks almost alive. But I keep coming back. Different versions of the same walk, over and over. Maybe I'm just one of those crazy people who like to walk through the forest in the winter. So you see, my friend was here recently. She came to visit. I showed her Brno, the center, the market, the places I thought that she'd like. We walked a lot. We talked a lot. But I never brought her here. I'm not sure I could explain why. She would have loved it probably. Or she would have been cold and said so, which is also fine. That's just her. But I didn't suggest it. Every day she was here, I thought about it, and every day I didn't mention it. And now she's gone and the forest is still here. And I'm still here too, I suppose. We bought another apartment. I haven't told many people that. It won't be ready for a while. 2028, which sounds like science fiction. And will the world even be at peace by then? But apparently that's how long things take here. So in the meantime, I walk in my forest and I sit at Sherwood and I order something warm or something cold, and I think about the person who's going to live in that apartment eventually. I do think about it sometimes, the apartment, what it'll actually be like when it's finished and when I'm living in it. I imagine the dinners, family coming, celebrations, the table full. I imagine my office, a proper one where I can work and keep all my content creation things, and where I can open the stove in the kitchen without moving everything off the kitchen table first.
My goodness!
Ugh, come on! It's closer to the center, to theaters, to things happening, which is kind of weird because I chose that deliberately, which is funny when I think about it because I left the gas lamp because it was too much, and here I am choosing back towards the noise. But it's a different kind of noise. It's my noise now, and I know what it is. I think about the forest and how I'll have to come back and visit it like an old friend. It's a strange thing to say about a forest, but here we are.
You know, I think she's going to like it here.
And about that friend,